Hey guys, good evening. Welcome to day number 8. We begin day 8 with a little bit of a strange intro because I'm out of gear and I forgot to pick up items. I actually picked up a few minutes ago for level 56, which is very close to happening. And while I'm waiting for all of you to receive your notifications, emails, check out the live show, and maybe sit comfortably to hopefully enjoy the next probably 2 hours. I'm going to pick up a little bit more gear for level 60, just so I know that I have it. Or, yeah, I think it's not a bad idea. I'm not really sure if I should start doing hard mode flashpoints. Some of you already started suggesting those, but it's just like doing the story mode operations at level 50. I mean, the game allows me to, but it's more than risky. The level boost and the level, the experience earning inside the operations is ginormous. It's just too risky to do it with a pug. And I haven't even spoken to the guild about doing some of these. I believe most of the guys that already completed the farming for Dark versus Light from our guild, they did a few story mode operations. But it's another thing when you do it with the guild. For me, I have quite a few more flashpoints to run for good or evil. I have to go visit Manaan next. And, actually, I don't have enough space. I don't want to unlock any more slots because it's expensive. Well, I mean, 20,000 is not really expensive. But Alright, fine. I'll just purchase another row. And because I've already said it, I'll get the upgrades for tank gear level 60. The next flashpoint I'm about to do right now, live, not right now, but in a few minutes, will be Depths of Manaan, because that's my next quest. I'm planning to do it solo with the Jesus droid, unless you guys want to join me. Since I'm already nearing the end of the leveling grind through the flashpoints, it's getting slower and harder to, or maybe because you've already finished your own grind and that's why you're less interested joining me for the flashpoints. In the beginning, it was much more overhyped. Everybody wanted to do the flashpoints, but now lately, for the past 2 or 3 live shows, we've been struggling for picking up the group, mostly because nobody wants to heal, usually. Right, so let's get the gear that I need, and I'll be on my way to start the flashpoint. Why won't Manaan count? What do you mean by that? I know how to do the last boss, or at least I think I know how to do it, which means I should be okay with it, and the achievement should count. Also, correct me if I'm mistaken, but wasn't that just the hard mode Manaan bug with the final boss, or is there something else? It's free. What's free? Yes, of course, I will be streaming the bonus chapter on the moment the servers go live. Hopefully, I will be back at home. There will be events scheduled up probably tomorrow at some point. I'm scheduling it ahead. I was waiting for BioWare to provide us with some nice thumbnail picture so I can work with and put the event and the thumbnail at the same time. Otherwise, I'll just schedule the event with the default YouTube background for my channel, which I don't know if you even care about it. But it's better if the thumbnail sits there to actually tell you before even you read the text what this event is going to be. Probably you already know. The bonus chapter with HK is supposed to be released on 7th of September, unless something special and unpredicted happens. But I don't think it will. We already heard how happy the BioWare developing team is with this chapter, and specifically the writers. The story of the chapter is supposed to be hilarious. One of the main writers of that story is the guy who is very deeply involved. I forgot his name, unfortunately, the moment it just escapes me. He was very deeply involved with the quest about the Shroud originally, and most of the funny lines on the Smuggler storyline. So I'm really looking forward for this chapter. It's a first. In 5 years of this game's existence, it's at first that special story is locked behind a very specific, unique requirement that is out of bounds for so many players currently. If you haven't been an active subscriber from January until August, you don't get to play that chapter, and that's really weird. I don't know how it will be accepted. There will be so many new players who would never get a chance to play that chapter unless BioWare decides to unlock it half a year from now for everybody. It would still be good, actually. It doesn't mean that we lost the money that we paid for subscription because we used it. We played the chapter earlier than everybody else. Right, so let's finish the stupid gear so I can start moving. I forgot what was the second enhancement I'm picking. Bastion and Bulwark, right? Yeah, okay, so let's check. I picked up the Bulwarks. Let's get 3 Bastions. Hi Red, hey Fabian, hello everybody else. I will be doing an Imperial character because it's involved with the completion of the 4th tier. The one I'm working currently on is the 3rd one, and it will be finished as soon as here we see 65 number. And of course, when I finish the story mode Flashpoints. I will be doing an Imperial character, but I haven't decided how, and I'm not really sure if I want to live stream it. That's still up for debate. I will probably not be doing Flashpoints, I will be rushing through the story, and I'm not really sure how entertaining that would be for viewing. What would you think? Oops, that's a barrow. Almost bought a barrow for my lightsaber. Eight. And last one, 9. There might be better option for optimizing gear, but I'm just going for the pretty much same set very beginning. Now I need 4 or 5 armor rings. Where are they? Where are my armor rings? Oh, that's the one. Did I buy armor rings yet? No, I haven't. And that leaves me with 2 empty slots for trash gear. They promised that many things will be exclusive, like for example the first PvP ranked season rewards. If you remember, BioWare promised that these things... What the hell? Ooh! Whoa, that's awesome! Well, Elia Lee, thank you very much. We've run a few Flashpoints, I think, the last time or the time before with Elia Lee, so thank you very much. You remembered that I need those. What story and what lightsaber? I haven't done the Jedi Shadow, Jedi Sage story since Coruscant. So I'm assuming you're speaking of something that I'm supposed to pick up later, which I haven't yet. Thanks, fan. And welcome.
That was currently not that.
You see, it's... Ooh, I can get to flirt, okay.
If you ask me, you turned out pretty well.
I hope that means you're willing to hear me out a bit, then. Even without the Force, I know when things don't add up. These ops, Colonel Derek... Something's being buried here, I'm sure of it. But the real question is, are you going to take your shiny medal and go home like Derek's hoping? Or are you ready to start digging?
Remember, guys, every time I get a chance to flirt, it should be with Theron. In the near future, I will get a chance to flirt with Lana as well, when we start Rishi, eventually. But it's your job to remind me not to click the wrong buttons and not to click skip the story. Because I've done the flirt stuff, but I've actually never published videos about flirting here through the Rishi and Yavin storylines. Oh, no, don't care about Ilum. But I can quick travel to Manaan. Thank you very much, BioWare, for providing this. Oh, really? I have no free space. Oh, that's unpleasant. I have absolutely nothing to throw away. Unless the only way is to expand one more role. Damn it. 50,000. Okay. Every time I start a new character with the only idea about it being to level up, I end up expanding the inventory at the later levels for that exact same reason. I start picking up gear for 1 or 2 levels ahead, and I ended up with no free space. Hi, Jim. I see that you've noticed I've started streaming. It's not about me. Oh, never mind. You was trolling me in gym chat. In gym chat. In guild chat.
What are you
digging? Colonel, this. Yes.
Is it some kind of medical?
There's no
Rob?
Derek.
Any tech?
Agree. I'm pretty there. While you're you.
Oh, do you mean the original lightsaber from level 10? The final quest on Titan? Yeah. Well, I haven't thrown it out actually. I believe it's somewhere in my bank, but I much prefer this weapon. The electro stuff. It looks so much cooler. Hey, Marcel. Ooh. Leveled up already? That's nice quest XP. Thank you. Right, so unfortunately, the next part might be a little bit boring, but I'll do it, promise, very quick fashion. You would almost not notice. You're wondering why I clicked that extra button to confirm, like this and then this. It's actually a very nice save or a prevention system, if you will. What did I put? Oh, enhancement. It saves me. It's another actually layer of security to prevent stupid mistakes. Just in case I do that on my main character and I override very important piece of gear that I've worked hard obtaining on, regardless of the fact that I have about 3 of each token, or at least more than 3 probably. For some tokens I have about 10, like for example, across all of my characters. It's very likely that at the moment probably have 15 to 20 belts, something about 12, 15 wrists. You get my point. And I've ended up having 2 more, unfortunately, unused armorings. Where? Oh, there we go. That armoring is supposed to be upgraded. That's one thing I forgot. And that one was supposed to be upgraded. And there we go. I spent the last 50,000 for nothing because my inventory is fully free now. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Oh, okay, okay. To the Flashpoint. How did I get my quick bar so big? You don't mean big because it's actually small. You mean that the quick bar is... There are many quick bars, I think. That's what you mean to ask. It's because I'm a subscriber. Subscribers get access to all of the quick bars available in the game. Free-to-play has, I believe, only 2. And preferred status players had 4 quick bars, or all 6 of them. I'm really not sure anymore. The only limitation on quick bars is your subscription status.
There's a security checkpoint ahead that can grant you access to the rest of the facility. Transmitting coordinates now.
Oh, you're talking about the Fallen Empire lightsaber. I haven't thrown it away. No, of course I haven't. But I don't have the lightsaber on this character. You're either confused or you're trying to confuse me. Whichever it is. You're probably speaking of my main character. Alright, so obviously I've started this Flashpoint solo. For the next one, if you guys want to join me, send me a whisper, because typing it in the live chat might actually mean that I will miss it, and there is a bigger chance that I will see a whisper in game. So what I need from you is, for the next Flashpoint, level and roll. As in, for example, level 61, healer. It would be lovely to have a healer. I'm really not willing to do any kind of a Flashpoint, even tactical, God forbid, hard mode, without a healer.
Looks like my contact's here. The chief of security is just ahead of you. Watch your step.
I've just noticed I haven't spawned my Jesus droid. And I haven't felt him missing. It's nice. It's most likely because I've just geared up. No stream? As in, did we lost connection? Ah. What the hell? Seriously, how long has this been happening? Yeah, thank you guys for alerting me. I don't know what the hell I clicked, when and why. It was actually on welcome screen for the darkest dungeon. Not that it looks anything like the darkest dungeon, because everything is set up for SWTOR. Since when was that? Yeah, it's not... It's not much of a tanking. Oh, okay, so it's not from the very beginning. That's really, very good to hear. Right, for those of you who have probably never done this Flashpoint, it's easy to do it solo. But all you have to do is bash on the guy that doesn't have a shield. When the guy pops up a shield, just move on to the next one. And I'm speaking from previous experience. We'll see if they may have changed it. This was really tough to solo, I remember. At level 55, I mean. I haven't tried soloing anything at level 65. But Bauer did a kind of a good job with preventing us to being able to solo stuff. Intentionally. Do I get to heal myself? I get to heal myself. I forgot that they started allowing this a while ago. Really interesting. It wasn't possible when I'm soloing the flashpoints. But Bioware changed that. I'm not really sure. Did they change it with 4.0? Some 11 months ago. Or did it happen sooner? Whoa. Oh, that's the unpleasant part now. The bombing. Time for a heal. Oh, really? That quick? Okay, the first fight was really boringly easy, just as I remember it. I mean, not the easy part, but the mechanic-wise part. A lot more entertaining in hard mode, unless they've nerfed it. I've heard about a few nerfs in the depths of Manaan Flashpoint, and the boost. The second boss was apparently boost compared to the last time I did this Flashpoint in hard mode. Back then I remember that the water puddles from the boss didn't hurt much. Probably depending on gear, I don't know, but when I did it with my gear, whatever it was back in those days, it didn't hurt much. And people report to me these days that doing hard mode Flashpoint Manaan, you are really required or forced to run out of these puddles all the time. Ambush, eh? Alright. I still don't need the GSI droid. And I don't really have a clear concept for myself. Why does the GSI droid exist in the solo Flashpoint? I don't have overpowered gear. I actually have just on-level gear. Exactly what the game should be designed for. I'm level 56 with level 56 vendor gear. It's not even personally crafted to call it overpowered. Back when I was crafting my own gear, it was considered to be really the overpowered version. Uh-oh. Oh, really? You're a smart guy. A completely forgot this one exists. Red, why did you do that? By mistake or on purpose? And G-Star, why do you hate Manaan? It's actually a very good place. I'm a little bit afraid to turn on the background music, but the soundtrack here is just amazing. It brings 13 years old memories. No, 15 years old memories. How long is SWTOR? That's exactly what I'm trying to reference here. Special abilities. Give me an example of special abilities, like tank for me, heal me, DPS for me, two-shot everything for me. He does all these things without me asking or actually doing anything to him. It's not a companion, so I don't really have any control over this droid. Oh, you were speaking of the hard mode. Okay. Still though, why? Because of bad bug experience, or is it really that hard? I do remember this pool here being tough when I was soloing it. I don't remember if we struggled when I was doing group mode. And actually I think I've done hard mode Manaan with a group no more than 2, perhaps 3 times tops. Always with the guild group, of course, so I don't have a pug experience here. Or maybe it's possible during one of these 2 or 3 runs we might have picked up a 4th member if we didn't have enough. I do remember some random sentinel here. Jim, you were with me when I was doing and recording for the hard mode Manaan guide, which actually became a little bit more popular lately because of the Dark vs. Light event. People had forgotten about this Flashpoint and my guide, obviously. But I suppose it's either very well done for discovery on the search engines, or it's one of the very few guides available because it received a lot of new views in the past month. It's a challenging Flashpoint, there is no doubt about that. You can't compare the later level Flashpoints with the sooner level Flashpoints, even though they're all the same level requirement at the moment. They're just designed with different abilities in mind. Can't compare, what was its name? Hammer Station to Depths of Manaan and Rakata Prime. No way. There is. I'm actually surprised to see you here when we're speaking of that. Riz, did you experience any more issues since yesterday? With lag, with disconnects or anything? And how come you're visiting my Star Wars stream when the expansion for WoW, which you've been waiting for so long, has just launched? Don't tell me you farmed everything already. That would be expected, but still strange. Where are the healing nodes? Why I don't see anything? There it is. And that's the one we need to run away from. Let's see. It's actually quite small in story mode, yeah. That's why people have been telling me that in hard mode the circle is much bigger. No, I think it's probably the same still. It's just that folks start with story mode first, and then later on they realize that the hard mode is different and they think it's big. Well, it's possible that it might have been changed. Hey Patrick, how are you doing? Are you playing WoW as well? Don't kill me, thank you. You would notice, hopefully, that my companion is sitting in the mud all the time, or in the water I should say, And he doesn't get damaged. He will probably get damaged if I allow him under that shield. But I have no such intentions. Heal up. You. Why do I have a feeling that the heal is smaller? Maybe my HP pool is bigger than intended. Oh, already 2 levels. Me like, me like. What advanced class? It's a shadow. That's a shadow tank. You might be surprised if you haven't visited my Dark vs. Light streams. You have, but you probably never paid attention. It is a tank. I'm remembering or relearning, if you wish, how to play a tank at low levels. I don't have intentions to play this girl at 65 or very soon at 70. Probably. I mean, 70 is just an assumption that the next level cap will be raised with another 5 levels.
He's all yours.
I'm gonna go
to
dark
cut.
side. I don't care about the companion. I will probably not get it.
You want to surrender.
And I just want to do the opposite of what's popular at the moment. This section here was my favorite when I first did the Flashpoint. The effects here in that corridor are just outstanding. I really, really love the place here. Especially the explosion in the end. Let's see, Amanda. I love WoW. And I'm so caught up in the great storyline of Star Wars. You're about to finish the Emperor part. Are you talking about the final chapter of the Sith Warrior or Jedi Knight or something else? Probably should have said spoiler. When you said that, Naomi, you reminded me I've done Manaan in duo on the PTS once or twice. I remember me and Juggernaut tank. I was back then I was playing my Marauder, and me and my Juggernaut tank Merlinke, who I haven't seen in ages, but he's one of the best tanks I've ever played with. We did this duo and we had a lot of fun. I've asked him to actually help me because I was a little bit scared to go and try the Flashpoint for the very first time solo. So we went and duoed it. It was easy, I have to admit. We had, I think I remember a couple of struggles on the final boss, but by the time we realized that he gets a lot more damage on himself when he's under the fire, we've actually learned how to properly beat him. This is the bug one, yeah. Now where the hell is the fire? Come on. Drop some fire, thank you. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't change targets. Stay on me. Yeah, it took me some time, did you notice? To bring him to where I need him to be. The little guys don't do nearly as much damage as what I remember them doing in hard mode 55. They were very capable of killing me.
Keep going. You can do this. It's on the offensive.
Nice, Naomi, thank you. Yeah, I was a lot more interested doing these things back then. Oh, let's see. Will I fail?
Excellent work. Now let's get you back to the surface.
Yeah, I didn't kill him with fire, so that's... If the bug is valid for story mode as well, it's probably not going to count. But I think it's just hard mode. Let's just quickly check Valiant level. Which was the Flashpoint one? Probably the champion. Yep, there it is. The hell? How come I don't see this? Most imprisoned Mandalorian raiders missing. Missing details data. Is that the one that I'm... Yeah, I think that was the exact bugged achievement. Uh-huh. Legacy. Legacy of the Rakata is the next one. Missing the details data. Okay, never mind. I suppose I'll still have to continue with the next one. At least the good news is... Wait, I haven't finished the damn flashpoints. Why am I checking for the achievements? I've killed the boss, but I haven't finished the flashpoint.
But not your enemy. Not now.
Sith or not? I won't turn down
The
a
fix
helping
about the achievement bug, BioWare mentioned in a dev post, and I think I've posted it on my website as well. It's a bigger issue that cannot be fixed with a background fix. It needs a patch, and I don't know why BioWare didn't create a special small patch just for that fix. They promised that this will be completely fixed in 4.7.1, which is coming on 7th September. Well, why am I exiting through this? Let's go through the door. Hey Mopsop, yes. When was the last time you visited my live show? You haven't obviously been watching the recorded versions as well, but it seems you've missed a lot. So check again on this. Is it still bugged? Yep. Oh, wait, there it is. Missing details data. Stupid thing. Yeah. I want to say that's BioWare for you, but it's not just BioWare. I remember the exact same things were happening with Sony in Star Wars Galaxies and with Turbine in Lower Object update. Oh no, that's not Lower. And with Turbine in Lord of the Rings Online, the exact same bugs and issues. They fix one thing and they break 3 more. Do I play WoW? No. I've tried it several times through the years. I mean, many years ago. But I never managed to like it. Oh, forgot the flirting option.
I'm not sure. Then it is.
Yeah, all of it.
Oh, day 2. Okay then.
If the Revenant.
That's why you're surprised. Like, I know, you haven't missed most of it. It's actually about half an hour since I started. What's WoW? Hey, come on now, give respect to the most popular game at the moment. Press escape and talk to them. Who? Them. Oh, the conversation about the flirt. No, that's not actually that important to me. Let's go back quickly to the Republic fleet. I don't remember if we had these teleports when the story was initially released. Do you guys remember? These 4 flashpoints came, Titan and Korriban together in one patch. Then we had the 3rd flashpoint, this one, Manaan, in a separate patch. And then we had the Rakata Prime in a 4th follow-up update. So I remember we were doing this story arc for quite some time.
There you are. Our first few interviews were going...
I'm glad to see you're still in one piece. It's a good look for you.
Then I'll do my best to stay that way. The Order of Revan. My family has even more pull than I thought.
You're related to Revan?
You never heard that story? Bastila Shan, Revan's great Jedi love? The name made it all the way down to me, even if the Force didn't. Look, Revan was a wild card, and his crazy cult of followers is bound to be the same. Highly trained bravado aside, we're up against some long odds here.
If you're watching on gaming YouTube, you get an option, not an option, you get a little bit of a gray text just under the video.
I'm not going
How
anywhere,
long the
Theron.
stream has been on.
You can count on that.
I'm currently watching my
Games aren't
OBS
my
stats.
usual
It
style,
says
but
40 minutes.
I think I could get
But I
used to
had a
this
few
one.
minutes of
All right.
intro to allow
I
for
better get
more
back to
people
Lana
to
and
see
Picard
their
before they
notifications and reminders.
do anything. I'll get in touch as soon as we get something.
We didn't have the
concrete.
teleports,
Stay
I knew
safe.
that. I mean, thanks for the confirmation. I thought I know it, but I wasn't sure. In case you've never heard me saying it, every time you get a quest with the choose reward like this, always go for the common crystals. Never pick the static gear because you will throw it away in the next 5 or 10 minutes. Speak to Theron Shan. Where? Speak with Theron Shan, the Republic fleet to get started. Fine. That is... okay. What do you mean Senna going back to this format? They went to this format a while ago and they've never left it. You explain, please. The only problem is that we haven't seen group content in a while. Do you guys remember when was the last group quest? The last new heroic introduced into the game? It was Makeb. Very long time ago indeed.
All right. Hey,
It's-
Colonel.
No more cloak and
Or was it
dagger stuff.
Oricon?
It was a
Okay, yeah, it's Oricon.
I'm surprised.
like
Oricon came after Makeb. Right. Legacy of the Rakata. I would like to see if anybody is willing to join me. I need 2 DPS and a healer. Preferably higher levels, but not 65. 65, even with crap gear, is still 65, and it makes the run more boring. So let me know, guys. If anybody wants to join me in the next few minutes, the Red Eclipse Republic side, Whisper Lexiana. The name is spelled exactly as it is heard, and I hope that you can see it. It's displayed here, 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 and on... and here, and here. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm gonna quickly check the latest upgrades and remind myself what exactly I might have missed. So let's see. Level 48 Rapid Recovery increases the amount of force recovered by double-bladed lightsaber tactics by 100%. In addition, when you shoot, parry, or deflect an attack, the active cooldown of resilience is reduced by 1 second, and it can happen only once per second, alright? I have a utility point that I haven't used. No, I'm not counting the Star Fortress. It could be counted as a heroic, but not really. I mean, normal heroics picked up by a normal NPC on the open world, it might bring you to an instance after that, but normal heroic. The last one I remember being released into the game is, or introduced into the game, is the Oricon one. It was very damn hard. There were mobs all over the place. You know, the heroic is located in the area just outside of the fortress. Shadow Wrap, let's see, level 52 upgrade. Axed in stealth instantly grants 4 stacks of shadow protection. In addition, double strike, whirling blows, spinning strike, and shadow stride grant shadow wrap, which makes your next shadow strike consume 50% less force and usable when face to face with your target. This effect cannot occur more often than every 10 seconds. And they are speaking of spinning strike, right? Let me check again. Your next shadow strike. So where is my shadow strike? Or which one was shadow strike? Oh, there we go. Use the force to wave through the shadows appearing at your enemy. That's stride. Okay, that's force stride. Ah. Oh, never mind. Mind Crush is an ability I don't usually use. If I had tunes on what on what server? What did I miss? No, I think level 25 is a little bit too low for that Flashpoint. I've been told, I don't have my personal own experience from level 65 tactical here, but people kept telling me that these Flashpoints and the 2 Rishi ones require higher levels if you're doing them with the group. Cascading Debris, I haven't earned that yet. It's a replacement. It replaces Telekinetic Throw with a better, more flashier animation. Shadow Sight increases your stealth detection level by 2 points, defense by 2%, and shield absorption by 4%. In addition, when you activate battle readiness with combat technique, while combat technique is active, damage reduction is increased by 25% for the duration. Oh, that's the 61 ability. Alright then. No, Trio, you're talking... I do have Shadow Stride, man. They've changed that. I can't remember when and why, but Shadow Stride is now a level 51. Correct me if I'm mistaken. Good luck, Jim. Have fun as well. I always loved watching the cinematics, but when they are new. For the content that I've done so many times, I would definitely prefer to skip through them. That's the worst part about live streaming Star Wars The Old Republic. So many hours of the game are actually cinematics, or dialogue cutscenes, or even dialogue without cutscenes. And when the person playing and live streaming it doesn't pay attention to that, it kind of ruins the idea behind these. Like for example here, if someone has never done the Flashpoint and I keep skipping through it like this, it's kind of ruining the fun. I must admit, this is one of my favorite Flashpoints because of the environment. The second boss was also a very big challenge to solo, and I did it the right way. Many people have soloed this cheesing with the ads, or cheating with the ads. I don't know which one is more appropriate. But I found a way to actually pull the ads without pulling the boss. Then I cleared up the first wave of ads. You'll see them if you don't know what I'm talking about when I reach to the second boss encounter. The first one is easy. And if you guys actually don't solo these things at level 65, like, I mean, the tactical version, don't solo. The one that's not supposed to be done solo. I'm wondering if it's actually worth the time. If it's boringly easy to solo, there is no point for me trying it. But that won't happen anytime soon anyway, because currently I'm really obsessed with finishing The Force Unleashed. I'm going through the 4th playthrough in my life. The first 2, of course, being back in 2008. I bought the game, if you haven't been following my social accounts recently, I bought the game a week ago, 10 days ago, and I'm having a blast replaying it again. I played through it once to remind myself, and now I'm recording for a walkthrough. And of course, because so much of this game is licensed Star Wars original soundtrack, Sony is giving me a lot of excuse me, a lot of trouble. Like every one of the videos that I'm recording and uploading as a test gets at least 3 or 4 tracks detected on them. And even worse, depending on what track Sony's robots decide to find on these videos, they might actually block the video in several countries. The worst part is when the video is blocked in 250 or 60 countries. And unfortunately, the only quick and easy solution is to play without background music. But then again, the game is just half a game if I do that. So I'm taking the very long and challenging approach of trying to eliminate those moments. And that's why I haven't published any of the videos yet. Because it takes so much time. I've never finished the second Force Unleashed. and I've always wanted to. It just bored me to death when I tried it in 2009 or 10. I think I picked it up a little bit later after it was released, so probably somewhere around 2010. I've had so much fun doing both the light side and the dark side version of the first game, and when the second was released, it was nothing like it. So much more fancy, more beautiful graphics, even more things to be destroyed along the way, but the gameplay was just so dull. Nonetheless, I've picked up the second game as well from G2A. I've decided to restart sharing links for G2A because they actually sell cheap stuff. I won't share them on Star Wars The Old Republic videos, probably because I don't like the idea that they sell credits, but I've searched a little bit and it turns out that every single similar platform to G2A, like Kingwin and all the others, they all sell credits, damn it, and not just for Star Wars, of course, but for WoW and every other MMO. I've never liked that. That's why some of you have been wondering, have I stopped? Did I cancel my G2A partnership? No, it's still valid. I just stopped sharing the links. But those people who have been using them for months, they keep doing that. I had $6.5 revenue the other day when I checked. That's nice. I can't say how long it's been piling up, but $6 is more than enough to buy me an old game.
Looks as though their arena needs a challenger. If you're going to get past them, you'll have to give them a show they'll never forget.
Time to heal up. Keep forgetting that I don't have a healer at the moment. The GSI droid is not activated, and my companion is in DPS mode to make me do things faster. Yeah, I know. Don't stay in fire. But that fire doesn't do much damage, does it? And yet, I'm getting hit. Accidentally, I've managed to run out of the red reticle on the floor. Is Talos your favorite one, Naomi? Or was it just a coincidence? Yeah, it's a little bit slow. If I had the droid with me, we would probably be done with the fight already. I've always loved Cam Val, but unfortunately, most of the time when he used to speak his own language, I had to read the subtitles in the chat. That's a little bit frustrating. It breaks the immersion. Or on the other side, it actually creates immersion because Cam is speaking the native language. Finally, he died. My companion killed the boss way sooner before me killing the Wookiee. The Rancor.
Derek and Argus are in there somewhere. Just keep moving.
Bye, Marcel. Thanks for stopping by. Did I accumulate all of the rested XP so quick? I haven't played that character since Saturday. That's more than enough rested XP, damn it. And I've already used it up. I need to pick up a utility. So if anybody is a Shadow Pro, just quickly. Hey Harry, name a utility that I need to pick from the heroic section. By name, and I'll find it. Is this after the Emperor part? You need to tell me what do you mean by the Emperor part. This Flashpoint is not directly related to any of the main class stories, and if you're talking about Ziost, no, it's before Ziost. This is level 55 content, was level 55, and Ziost, where we meet the Emperor again, is level 60 content. Why are you on passive mode, dude? When the hell did I put you on passive? I could skip some of these, but it's XP, you know? And actually, why am I not skipping this? I don't need XP. I'm 57 and I haven't started Rishi yet. I'll probably be 60 way before I reach Yavin. So let's skip whatever I can. After all, that's one of the perks of playing a stealth class, to do things quicker. You guessed correct. Maybe nobody is a Shadow. I'll take a look at the abilities for myself and I'll decide what is best for PvE leveling. It's just that I haven't played a Shadow in so long and I absolutely don't remember any of the utilities. Shadow Shelter utility. Group content. I'm not really doing group content. Let's check out Humbling Strike. When a target recovers from being stunned, already leaving it, that's for probably PvP in mind. Shadow Shelter, there we go. Mass Mind Control provides Shadow Shelter to all allies within range, excluding yourself, reducing the damage they take by 5% for the next 6 seconds, and healing them for 830 for this current level and gear. You're very right, thank you for the suggestion. Shadow Shelter is an amazing boost for group play, but since I've started this solo, I'll probably not need it. Unless it affects my companion, which doesn't really matter anyway. Containment. If your Force Lift breaks early from damage, I'm barely using Force Lift, moving on to the next one. Sturdiness. Activating Deflection grants 6 seconds of immunity to stun, sleep, lift, and incapacitating effects. Again, more useful in PvP than anywhere else. Martial Power. Prowess. Force pull mobilizes its target for 3 seconds, and I can probably stop reading here because it's low slash again. That's PvP boost. Cloak of Resilience. Activating Force Cloak grants 2 seconds of resilience. That might be useful. Not really. Motion Control. Force Cloak increases your movement speed by 50% while it's active. And Force Slow reduces the movement speed of its target by an additional 20%. Alright. Last one. One with the Shadows. Shadow Stride can be used while immobilized and purges movement impairing effects when used. I'm just not going to spend the last utility point at the moment. I'll keep playing underpowered. None of the heroics is really good for solo play, which is actually good. This is supposed to be MMO after all, remember? Everything should be beneficial for the team play, not for the solo person. Well, not everything, but most of it. It's just sad that when BioWare created the discipline system and they keep expanding it with this same set mind, they keep updating it with PvP in mind. That's what I meant to say. Pretty much every new change, including the innovations for level 65 and 4.0, not all, but most of all, have been done with PvP in mind. Make things easier for PvP, make life easier for PvP. More maneuvering, more movements, more movement boosts and buffs. Maybe I was wrong. Getting stunned here is really annoying. So breaking out of stun might have been useful. That's the third one. And picked it up. Just one more. I used to hate these two guys upstairs because if I remember correctly, one of them was doing pushes. Was it the droid or pulls? Or maybe it's the stun that was most annoying. I didn't experience any push or pull. Oh, that's where I ditched Shadow Strike. Right. Now let's double check again the Shadow Wrap. My next Shadow Strike will consume 50% less force and it will be usable from the front. So maybe it's not a bad idea to bring it back. Yeah, I don't really use Shadow Stride a lot. I could move it to a very less popular keybind and probably try to use more often Shadow Strike when it procs, of course, because otherwise at 40 force it's really very expensive. Ooh, one more thing to kill. It's gonna be hard, but I will resist killing this one. And I believe we're up to the next boss now. Oh yeah, I agree with you. It will be useful in hard mode, in any kind of a group content, not just the hard modes. But I find it absolutely useless for soloing stuff, unless, as I said, it benefits my companion. Even if it does, I don't care about it. So if you guys haven't seen my very old level 55 solo of this Flashpoint, that's how I did the trick. I pulled the guys from here. I actually sent my companion to pull them here. And then put the companion on passive mode. Killed all the trash mobs. And started the boss. The second and the third wave of adds is a lot easier to deal with. I don't know why. I just found it to be so. stupid Kaizen went for the boss. Did you see that? I had to manually force him to change the target. I suppose when he goes back into a shield mode, I'll use a heal. There is one nearby. And there is the group. Fill up. Well, I don't think I'm gonna need another heal. I mean, I could go use the Kolto, but just a waste of time. Oh, please don't go up. There we go. Nice and easy. What the hell am I gonna do with the achievement? I won't be able to progress through the next tier before that achievement is completed. Hey, Tai Tai. Well, I suppose that's not a problem, of course. I can farm out all the other achievements, and as soon as they fix the stupid Manaan bug, I'll just rush through it quickly and do the achievement. Would be fun looking at all of these things getting unlocked at the same time.
Better to play
Dark
it
side.
safe.
What was the no?
Star Wars: The Old Republic is up. See? Ooh, there we got an ambush. Do we? Do we have an ambush? Come on.
We'll shoot them down if we have to, but we really need
Don't tell me it's hard mode only, or they've removed it. Crap. Is it because I'm stealthed? Come on. There was an ambush here. That's fine. Why are you surprised, Trio? So many other people are experiencing the exact same issue. You know, unfortunately, there is only one way to solve it. And it's not pleasant. You got chased, but I don't. It's already obvious that unless a huge amount of people suddenly change their playstyle, the light side is going to win and the Chiss Jedi will be the next companion. The combat droid, this one you're speaking about, I believe, I'm not using it because it makes things even more easier than what they already are. And I'm not exactly here because of the challenge. The droid can definitely help me do things even quicker. But at some point I just have to think about entertainment in gameplay, not just farming. So that's why I've decided not to use it. I've already received the cascading debris, it changed icon. And just in case you don't know what it is, let's see. I don't know what it is. I've never played the Shadow with this ability before. Well, leveling, okay. Deals kinetic damage to the target and consumes 444. It consumes 44s over the duration of the channel. By the way, I made a change. I can't remember if it was with 4.0 or with the previous patches. If you cut the channel in the middle before it finishes, it doesn't take all the force points or any other kind of resource points that your character has. That's a very good change. Very positive change from Bauer. So it also slows the movement speed of the target by 50% and it stuns weak or standard enemies while the channel is active. The ability can be channeled while moving. Oh, really? That's something I don't remember. Lovely. final boss time. I'm going to leave the last cutscene from the Flashpoint to play through because it's awesome. Any of you who doesn't know what it is, that haven't seen the ending of the Flashpoint, what happens after the final boss fight?
Wait, please.
Let's. Yep.
You,
It's not too.
Jet. You let.
Now, I used to remember, not anymore of course, which one of these was considered easier and which one we need to pick up first. One of them was enraging, I believe, much unfriendly or in a much more challenging form. When the first one drops, never mind. I'll just try to kill them at the same time. Unless they kill me. Are we done?
You have them, Marcus. I have you now.
Yeah, that's definitely unpleasant, all the tossing around.
You should have just walked away. You're dead. You have them, Marcus. You've changed nothing. They're yours, Derek.
That one again. No, I wanna kill them at the same time.
Beyond any of you.
Was it Trooper that has to die first? He's the tougher enrager? He's already dead, anyway. Willingly or unwillingly, the game is just forcing me to kill him first. Okay, time for a heal.
The plan.
And let's pick up one more heal, because I'm greedy.
You've come too far to submit now.
He's enraged. Well, emboldened, okay. They don't call it enraged, apparently. It's kind of a soft enrage, probably.
You've changed nothing.
Why are you surprised that I'm doing this boss solo? What's wrong? I've been doing the whole Flashpoint solo, it's a mechanic. I've also soloed this, actually. It was challenging. At 55, not now. I mean, I'm soloing it now because it's a solo mode. But at 55, when they released it, there was no solo mode. It was a lot of fun trying to beat this. Well, final boss is done. Let's do the final conversation and get out of the Flashpoint. As I promised, I'll leave that playthrough.
Derek and Arcus fought to their last breath. We won't be getting any information from them.
Copy that. Blast it.
I must agree with my master. They're far more trustworthy as corpses.
I sense something. We're in danger.
It's not the same without the music.
Multiple sensor contacts. Capital ships are dropping out of hyperspace.
Did you feel it?
No IDs. One of them's coming in hot.
It's very different without the
Arcus and
music,
Derek
actually.
were valuable allies in my cause, but their deaths will not delay what is coming.
That voice.
It's him. Revan.
It's him.
My infinite army could have achieved so much, but I still have other weapons in my arsenal.
I promise. You don't have any weapons powerful enough to stop me.
That remains to be seen. My followers are legion. My ranks grow every hour as more and more people see the truth of the galaxy. The Emperor couldn't break me. Even death could not stop me. I will finish what I've started, and you will not interfere again.
They're powering up weapons. Get out of there! Now!
And that's how we finish the Forced Alliance's Flashpoint story arc. Well, I have to go back to Carrick Station, obviously, to finish the storyline. Let's go do it. Not that way. Where was the exit? Back at that shuttle? I remember that exit non-existing or being bugged in the beginning. Do you guys remember something like that? Or am I imagining things? It was impossible to exit through the normal exit point for the Flashpoint. You had to exit area from the button on the minimap. Yeah, I also remember my very first reaction to this cutscene. I wasn't expecting it. I knew that the story arc will lead us to Revan. That was already known, but still, experiencing this was very good experience. Could have said it better, I promise. Let's sell something. Oh, got no trash to sell. Sell cut droid HK. Okay, I'll keep it. Is it bound? Oh, it's bound. That's less good. Surprise, surprise, there is nobody here. Let's go back to Manaan and speak to Teron and Lana. Were both of them there? I think so, yeah. Or maybe it was just Lana? Never mind. We'll see in a moment. How many of you guys have seen my first Manaan video, exploring the small region here? Trying to swim, things like that. That was on PTS for, I don't remember which number of patch, but it was very interesting to see Manaan for the first time in SWTOR.
Theron, they made it. I knew
Yes, I think so.
With the amount of fire
They're
Revan's
either
ship was
making
laying
real
down,
group version of
wasn't
the
optimistic.
Eternal Championship,
Good to see.
or they're making some kind of a group form content for
Oh, no,
the
I'd
new
nearly
expansion.
forgotten. Several of my
And
internal
no, I
compartments
don't
are still
think it's an
aboard.
operation.
The ship was all right,
I don't
isn't it?
remember where and
is
who
fine. Come see for
dropped the
yourself.
bow, but
There's
I've
something
heard
we need
it.
to talk about, actually.
Apparently it's official now. I haven't heard it from the
truly is a
prime
relief to
source,
see you safe.
but
I only wish we had more time
I tend to
together.
believe it. So let me actually tell you what I believe.
I'm sure you'd love to spy on us a bit more.
Bauer is intending
look at
from
the
here on
time.
now
isn't
every
what I
single
meant at
group
all.
content to have a
Theron
solo
and I
option,
learned
which
some
automatically
troubling
excludes
things after we
operations in
escaped
the
Rakata
game.
Prime.
Jakaro took it better
Unless
than I
they
thought.
find a way to do the operations
She's
solo
pretty
mode.
confident. Not there.
We've been
Disavowed
joking
rogue.
and teasing all over
like
the
you're a
place for
dangerous
years
man
now
to be
about
around.
doing ops with
That's
7
why I have
GSI
to go.
droids,
The
but
Revanites haven't
I
been
don't
able
think
to
that's
touch
ever
you
going
yet.
to happen.
Your record is still clean.
No contact at all, huh?
How do I get the rocket boots? They are officially called
You think
Rocket
the
Boost,
masked
and
man
it's a
will
legacy
Oh,
perk.
good.
It's a global a legacy perk, which means once you purchase it, it will be unlocked on this character and every other character you have. Let's see, global unlocks. It's here somewhere. Rocket Boost with 2 upgrades available. I don't remember the exact pricing, but it's very cheap with cartel coins and very expensive with in-game credits. Which basically means BioWare is kind of forcing you to spend cartel coins on that upgrade. It was like 2 to 6 millions per upgrade for the rocket boost, if I remember correctly. Begin Shadow of Revan from your ship's mission console. Quick travel to the ship would be from here. Well, I wasn't sure if I'll manage to hit level 60, but looking at how much I've progressed through these 2 flashpoints already, really nice. Update from Teron Shan. Thank you for the nearly 3000 credits. And then update again from Teron Shan, this time over 3000 credits. Really good. Actually, he covered my expenses for flying around. I need to go to my ship. Return, exit to starship. That's what I need. What do you think, Trio? What is your suspicion or belief that the new group content might be?
Every time I see you return from a mission, I thank the Maker I wasn't designed for combat.
Oh, behind me. That's what I need. I like that conversation. Let's listen all of it. Oh, it's not the same with no music. It's really not fun with no music. Damn you, Sony. I really hope that I'm going to see the day when Sony loses the rights for the Star Wars soundtrack. They already lost the license for Spider-Man, and I'm really happy about that. It's not muted, it's turned off, and it's because there will be copyright issues. Not during the live stream, but when I attempt to publish this as a normal video, it is very likely going to be claimed and blocked by Sony. Hey, Sam. And I wish I could remember which was oh wait, Bound to Legacy. It really doesn't matter. These things don't have mod slots, so it absolutely doesn't matter which one I pick. Although, look at the damage boost I'm gonna get with this thing. Damn you. Gonna be melting things with this lightsaber. It's actually... Really? They don't get me a stuff that's for tanks? Ha! Interesting. There is nothing here for tanks, as a matter of fact. Oh, look at it. Accuracy power. Accuracy power. Ooh. I've never paid attention to the stats of these things, because I've never used them. I like that troll, Senna. And it's very, very possible. Yeah, it's like asking for Nintendo to do things properly. Operations. Ooh, I can start doing the ops already, but no thanks. Was it Nintendo, the company that attempted to put a claim and license the Let's Play term? Was it Let's Play? I think so, yeah. Never mind, I should probably not speak of things that I'm not certain about. Sony definitely needs to ease off, especially for the live streaming content. But Sony is doing what YouTube is allowing them to do. It's Google's fault here. Pretend to be a pirate? Who cares? You guys wanna see that story on Rishi? I have the two versions, Republic and Empire, light side and dark side, pretending to be a pirate and not pretending to be a pirate, and so on, as a walkthrough series. So, speak to Goro. Let's go speak to Goro. Manual walk is fine. How much longer is this? Which one is this? And what are you currently watching? If you're not watching the live stream, you might actually still be watching the Flashpoint. Be aware, guys, if the red light, the red dot is not actually red, you're watching a recorded version of the live stream with a huge delay, that is. Sam, explain more. What do you mean by that? How do I cheat? What, why, and where? The live stream is aimed to be about 2 hours, and I'm hoping to get a chance to finish Rishi, probably, by that time. If I'm not too tired and if it's not too late, because it's night for me already, it's 10:25 in the evening for me. I might actually run through Yavin as well. The Yavin storyline is really good. Unfortunately, I was expecting the opposite situation with the two planets. Rishi should have been the short one, and Yavin should have been the long one. Instead, Rishi is the much longer storyline and planet overall. It's where we have the special one unique class quest addition here for every class in the game.
You're going to stop.
But nonetheless, Yavin is still fun. Oh, I haven't decided yet. It actually might depend on you guys. If you're willing to do tempo for my character, I'm definitely not doing it in a pug. Not because I don't have faith in pugs, simply because with a pug it will take me 1 hour, 2 hours, God forbid even longer, and I just don't have the time these days. You're my Patreon supporter, you know how hard I'm currently working on preparing the walkthrough for The Force Unleashed, and it's unbelievable how many tracks Sony is claiming on these videos and how many edits I'm being forced to do to be able to actually release those damn videos. It's not about being claimed and monetized by Sony, the problem is about the blocked content. When Sony discovers 16 or 60 seconds, or it doesn't matter how long, video content that's licensed Star Wars music, specific Star Wars music, they block the whole damn video. So I'm supposed to wait for a droid? No, maybe let's actually walk around and try to find another one. Oh no, that's another quest. I'm supposed to ask the scoundrels first. So let's maybe find some of them. There we go.
Talk to me.
You have something for me?
I'm gonna be a legendary pirate killer.
That wasn't my guy. Running through these areas, I'm remembering how tough it was to find mobs that weren't taken or that weren't guarded on respawn by groups of players. And the lag on Rishi, wow. For the first 2 weeks, this place was unplayable. I mean, completely. Oh, of course, yeah, the storyline involves the 2 flashpoints. Well, in this case, I'm going to probably reach the first flashpoint and decide what I'm gonna do then. If you guys are interested, we could do a flashpoint together, or maybe I'll just pug it, because I don't enjoy doing the solo version. Come on, there is another scoundrel, finally.
I'm looking for someone.
I used to know where these scoundrels are located. And not anymore. Okay, let's find another one to question. This one died.
I want some
Maybe you?
information.
No way am I getting in your way.
If you
Thank you.
yourself easily startled
On Vulkk Icon.
delicious, steer clear of the
Oh, that's one of my favorite conversations, the following one. Or at least the first part. Let's see if that's the one I'm thinking. I think it is, yeah. Upstairs on the 2nd floor, that's the one. Rishi is laggy in the open spaces because of the vertical design of the planet, the whole planet, especially in the starting area. First, it's full of people, right here in the Rishi Cove. And second, it's very rich vertical world. If you lift up your head, you would see so many things going upstairs.
Kai Zyken?
Huh? No speak basic. Ni wanna wonga? Neither did Goro, apparently. This is nuts.
And that was the fun part.
I hear you've been...
You mean...
Pay your... Go...
It's... Yeah.
Do I want to switch? Shield and defense, and sacrificing a ton of endurance and absorption. Well, I'm not really going to bother myself with the math at the moment. Doesn't really matter which one of the two stats I'm picking up. What do you mean by that, Trio? The prelude is exactly the flashpoints I did today and the previous day. You mean that they will be releasing flashpoints in waves? Oh, the monkey lizard, the monkey lizard. That monkey used to look great. And now, as soon as I catch it... Oh, it disappeared. And now when I zoom in, that monkey looks crazy ugly. Look at how rubbish it is. Ugh.
Hey, he's with me.
Recover date path. What was I supposed to do? Just click on the monkeys, I believe.
He's with me.
Yeah? And one of them is gonna fight with me.
Hands off the monkey lizard!
That one doesn't speak.
Hands off the monkey lizard!
Had enough of your snooping around.
There you are.
Territory. You're going down.
Which one of the Scooby-Doo characters? I used to watch Scooby-Doo more often on Cartoon Network when I was a small kid, but not anymore. I used to watch a lot of Tom and Jerry as well, but the new versions of Tom and Jerry, I don't know why I'm telling you guys about this, just poked into my mind. I used to love, and I still love, the classic animated series about Tom and Jerry. You know, the ones from the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the old classic ones where you have classic music playing on the background. The mouse and the cat don't speak. For God's sake, why do you make them speak? Everything was just about running around, chasing each other. Stop and speak to a crier droid. Now I have to make the droid speak to me, right? Oops, not here. Why am I entering? Another thing I used to know, and I've forgotten, is where were those pillars? There is one. Do we have a droid nearby? No. Oh! It's spawned out of nowhere. Interesting.
That's right. A pirate crew so vicious that they
The
paint
hell?
their ships with the blood of their victims. The red hull.
It didn't affect it. Huh. Okay. Where are you going? Do we have another one on that way? I think I saw something here. That one is a little bit faulty. Okay, never mind. Shaggy? I know who Shaggy is, but doesn't remind me of Shaggy. Hey, Miro. I've never asked you, is it polite of me to call you Miro? Because that's how we call Miroslav in Bulgarian. It's a popular Bulgarian name. Oh, actually, no, it's a popular name in Bulgaria, I should say. And we always call them Miro, for short. This one is supposed to regenerate at some point. Do we have actually population here? One instance with 8 people. Not many are bothered with Rishi at the moment. Come on. They are not active. There are no droids around. What the hell? This is one of my most watched videos in the walkthrough series of the Rishi quest. Come back! Damn you. Came a little bit too late. What I was going to tell you is this is one of the most watched videos from my walkthrough series of Rishi because people didn't know how to do this particular quest and how to make the stupid droid start speaking. Finally!
Greetings, gentle being.
Greetings, thank you for electrifying yourself and stopping to speak with me. let's go and fight the benefactor. That's a good guess, and it's very possible to be done as well. It's group content. It could be called endgame content because it will be highest level. Or designed for highest level. They might actually bring it on the level of all the tactical flashpoints. Well, I think it's best to just spawn down there. It would be quicker. Mickey? Really? Oh, I like that. I'll try to remember it. And of course, when you spelled it like Mickey, I thought of Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is now related to Star Wars, so he's not an annoying character anymore. I've never liked Mickey Mouse. I don't know why. I've always loved Pluto, for example, his dog. Side quest. Yeah, don't care about it. There is my benefactor. Do we fight him now? I think so. Yeah. Good fight, Grum. Alright, because of you guys, light side on the way. And because it's obvious that so many more people want the blue cheese companion instead of the other one. Not that it matters, and I'm sure that most of you, or most of us, I'm not really sure how the companion will be delivered. If I haven't done the grinding through the achievements, will I get that companion in one way or another? Don't know. But anyway, most people seem to want the light side companion. That's why the light is prevailing. Ooh, flirting option.
After all of this time, I was starting to think you didn't care.
Is that a fact? What are you thinking now?
Shall we focus, please?
We need to go after the pirates that run.
Oh, she has the spaghetti here. I forgot. She doesn't change appearance until Fallen Empire.
Rishi who stands up to them. And now we've learned that they're
Look at her.
The Nova Blades are being sent to attack trade lanes in very specific areas. They've gradually remapped quite a bit of stellar traffic. It's all very strange.
So, in all your time here, you've learned...
Well, yeah, Senna has a good point, but then again, we could get probably flashpoints integrated to the story, like the ones on Rishi, with solo mode and with group mode. Wow, that's actually very possible, don't you think? I would prefer if the eventual new flashpoint or flashpoints, multiple, please, would be related to the story. The ones on Rishi were entertaining, a little bit like a side effect, not really that very connected to the story, but at least they were forcing you to go through them, first solo and then with the group. Well, you have a chance to don't do it solo and always do it with a group, but I believe most people always do the Rishi Flashpoint solo when they play them for the first time in their lives, right? Do you guys remember how you did it for your first run through them? Did you run it solo and then seek for a group? That's what I did. Simply because I was interested in the story back then. I wanted to go through the story, the progress through the story. And there is no better way to enjoy the story in SWTOR unless you do it solo. That's a fact. It's either someone rushing or being AFK or falling behind or choosing the wrong things in the dialogues, not the ones you care about. The other is important reason except for Star Wars. Every reason I come up with is more or less related to Star Wars franchise. And for example, the lightsabers, the animations. I would probably want to say the community. My previous main MMOs were Star Wars Galaxies and LOTRO. While LOTRO had a very good community, it was totally different than Star Wars Galaxies and the SWTOR ones now. Because it's a Star Wars community, everybody here cares about the exact same things that I do, which is Star Wars. It makes the game more entertaining to play it and to talk about it, most of all. That's what the community is for, to talk about the things you enjoy. In game you play. I've got a specific top 5 video dedicated to Fallen Empire, not the game in general. You might want to take a look maybe. It's still valid, my reasons are still valid, but they are really aimed at Fallen Empire. Oh, we have someone helping. Thank you. I don't know why you stopped to kill my guy. Tag weapons stockpiles. Tell me yours, Levante. What is your biggest reason beyond Star Wars? Everybody, come on now, everybody who is actually present in the chat. Let's have an answer to that question. I like the question, it's an important question. And it's not the first time we're debating on it. What is your second most important reason, guys, for playing Star Wars The Old Republic? I assume everybody's main reason is Star Wars. 2 words in the title. If it's not, and if you have a bigger first most important reason to play this game and not anything else, if it's not Star Wars, I would be very surprised. No. Honestly, I will not be playing this if it wasn't Star Wars. There is no other game that I would play, so it's actually a little bit strange for me. I've asked that question myself many times. People have asked me that question many times. I don't have a definitive answer. It's most likely that I would not be playing it, but what would I be playing? I don't know. Oops, I don't want to go there yet. It is a fact that the game does have a lot of flaws and a lot of things that I don't like. Mostly because it's Star Wars, I think it will never be a game that I can dislike. I'm always trying to be positive, I'm always trying to be objective as well, so when there is something that I don't like, I try to speak about it and improve it if I can. As a single person, it's not always easy, but thank God I've already built my small community and it gets easier when my voice is actually heard. How they did the game. Oh, you mean the pure gameplay? Yeah, I'm a fan of these classic MMO gameplays. That's why I couldn't like Guild Wars 2, for example, or any other MMO that has 2.5 active abilities. You have to choose between them whenever you do something. I prefer to have 16 bars and even more abilities than I can fit on these 16 bars. All of them available to me at any given time so I can make up my tactics. I don't like being forced to choose 2 or 3 main abilities and then be stuck with them for the duration of the instance, PvP match or whatever else. That's a good reason. And I've mentioned it before, just didn't come up with it. It's not that important. If Guild Wars had Star Wars, I would probably be playing it as well. Even though I don't enjoy the mechanics of the combat. I bought Guild Wars. What the hell? Yeah. I was wondering what year it was released. So yeah, I bought it about a year after the release because of my brother. We were supposed to play PvP together, but I couldn't just like it. Hey, Doc.
Jakar just sent us an update. I think it's probably enough to keep the Nova Blades busy for a while. I've heard there's a Nova Blade lieutenant in charge there.
I must disagree here about the story. Bauer's story of the Star Wars The Old Republic is entertaining, but it's absolutely not even close to my other favorite game currently at the moment. The story in The Witcher 3 is so much better on every level. The games are totally different, but speaking of story and the story content, just the design of the dialogues, the conversations, the environment, with The Witcher 3 is far superior than SWTOR, which is unfortunate. SWTOR is still my favorite game, and I'm really hoping that BioWare is going to change exactly those things that I don't enjoy. It may sound selfish, I'm sure that there are things you guys don't enjoy in SWTOR or in Kotvi in particular, and you would like to see them changed in Kotet. Or maybe you don't want to see anything different. What's C9? Oh, okay. Ah! Phew, almost fell down. Hey Nick, haven't seen you in a while.
It's like a war zone, Commodore. We're gonna lose everything if we don't airlift what's left to the slave camp.
We're not backing down just because
I need the story to be challenging. You know what I mean? It's not all about watching the cinematics. I need my character to be valuable. And in Fallen Empire, I found myself just clicking space or left click and 1 and 2 and 3 from time to time just to get to the next cutscene. It's good, movie-like experience, but I have a different visual, different expectations, different habit of playing SWTOR. I don't want it to be like a movie. I want it to be gameplay with good story. And Fallen Empire was only a movie, nothing else. Hi, Ibrahim.
I was hoping you'd pick that one.
Ooh, an apartment. Nice. Did you choose one already? Show me the layout when you have a chance. I would love to take a look, you know, from professional point of view. Use the whole terminal. All right. Yeah. I said they are very different games, but when it comes to story is always the same. You have a main character, you have opponent or enemy. Oh, not that one. Just comparing the stories. I don't play many games. There might be other games that are even better than The Witcher 3, although it actually earned over 250 rewards for the last year, so apparently there is nothing better. But from the very few games I've played... Oh, The Force Unleashed. The story in The Force Unleashed is like miles ahead of Fallen Empire. Like, so much better and more entertaining. If you haven't played Star Wars The Force Unleashed, wait for my walkthrough to come out, or if you prefer, go watch someone else's walkthrough. The game has amazingly good story, the first game. The second, yeah.
According to our information, the slaves are kept on a remote island under heavy guard.
It's a little bit weird from time to time, The Force Unleashed, I mean, because some things are really bugging and interfering with the movie stories, with some of the comic books, with the lore. But then again, everything now is legend, so who cares? Just sit there, enjoy the story. And finally, it's time to sneak in. That's nice. 27 is a bit small. It's a studio, probably. Or I don't know the English word for that, but we would call it atelier. Atelier. I think it's French, or similar to a French word. Why am I watching this cutscene? Being dropped. Right. Release 3 slaves, okay? That's easy. Whoa, really? That's expensive. It's €1,000 per square meter. Wow, it's really expensive. It's probably not a good idea to ask you where this is located, but it's really on the expensive side. It's actually more valid for the pricing in the end of 2008, before the world crisis hit us. Today, that's a little bit too expensive. Unless you're in the ideal center of Sofia, for example, where it might be justified. Sofia is the capital of Bulgaria, and we're Bulgarians, both of us. Maybe some of you guys have no clue why we're talking about that and why I'm showing interest in his new apartment. It's because we live in the same country and I have a professional interest.
You're getting off this island.
Oh, wow, thank you. We'll head out in one of them
Oh, okay, okay. If you say it's cheapest there for the region, alright. Hi, Yusuf. Yusuf just won this morning my monthly giveaway. And congratulations once again, mate. For those of you interested, there will be of course a new monthly giveaway and I'm about to start it in the next few days. I just need to first finish with the previous one, which means give away the prize. And then on the same page, vulkk.com/giveaway, you will see the next monthly giveaway. It's very likely that the reward will be high again, or big, I should say, because look at the cartel coins I have. That's at least a hyper crate, but we'll see. I saw the emails. I'll return a response to you officially because I like to keep track of these things officially, just in case something happens. But I can also tell you now, to be prepared, the email you sent me doesn't correspond to the requirements. I need exact locations and exact full names of the items you need. The game is free to play, so please find time in the next few days, log in and check the market, and then give me the exact names and locations of the items. If I buy something and it turns out it's not the one you want, I will not buy another one for you, and then you end up losing something. So let's try and avoid that. Star Warsy. I've always loved the word Star Warsy. It's one of my favorite words related to Star Wars. I don't need to do the bonus quest. Oh! I'm level 60. I've missed that part and I've been level 60 for some time. Never mind. Congrats, Vulkk. Clap, clap for myself. I've managed to do 5 levels in less than 2 hours today. Nice. That's because I did both of the flashpoints solo, and obviously solo is always quicker.
Jakaro, I have a pickup for you. You're free to do what you
most overpowered. For PvP, it's probably Shadow Assassin. That's just my personal opinion. Maybe other people will disagree. For PvE, it's probably the DPS of the Sentinel and Marauder. The differences are not big. You can make this class overpowered or that class weak. It just depends on personal experience, gear, and a few more factors. The price is in the cartel market, man. The Kylo Ren's weapon is not a standalone purchase. You would need to ask for a hyper crate. I can't remember which hyper crate is located for. You have to do the search on your own. Just name the item like this. Open the cartel market and you name like so. I need from the category packs on the 3rd page, hyper crate Gemini packs. You can't ask for that because it's 8,000 and the reward is for 5,500. But I'm just giving an example. Where was I going? Oh, back there. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about, but forgot to say it. Thanks, Nick, for poking me and to remember it. Just like Nick said, the most overpowered class is the one that you enjoy the most. In most cases, yeah. You can force yourself to play another class because I or someone else told you they're the best class at the moment and they're the most wanted one. The best class in your own hands is the one that you enjoy playing the most because you will play it with your personal joy and you would like playing it and you would be entertained spending time on that class, gearing up, leveling, then gearing up. You get my point?
I got the slaves off of the island.
We heard. Word of your raids is going
Oh,
around
come
fast.
on, Nick.
Even the Revenites have heard about the great
You have to remember the shadow tanking of
Transmission
TFB Nightmare and later on Scum and Villain Nightmare. It wasn't exactly their brightest day. Specifically on TFB Nightmare. In 16-man, shadows were just dropping like flies on the, for example, second boss. One hit and they're dead because of the spikiness. That was before so many changes were done to them. Shadows were truly paper tanks back then. I've run a lot of these things. Let's check out. I've run out of the damn XP boost. Let's activate another one. It's a 3-hour boost, and that's probably not the best time to activate it because I'm about to do a flashpoint at some point. Destroy comm towers to recover decoder modules. Let's see. Oh, maybe I can move quicker if I go to the mount spot. Yeah, how many layers of toilet paper you would need to make that shadow survive? I remember that from not first-hand experience per se, but our shadow tank, one of our main shadow tanks, quit the game during TFB Nightmare before the nerfs started arriving. Ugh, damn it. He was so pissed off because there was literally nothing to do. It was all about RNG back then. That's for 16 man, yeah. For 8 man, there were ways to cover yourself, but the damage coming in 16 man was just so very random. I don't remember, mate. I apologize, but I meet a lot of people and you see that I don't have names displayed. I have this one because it's Imperial. And I never pay attention to the people walking around me. It's just probably a good or bad habit, I don't know. So excuse me for not being able to remember you on your character. I've also stopped updating my friends list like 3.5 years ago after the second server merge. They deleted my very long playlist, friends list on all of my characters, and I've just stopped bothering adding new people to it. Plus, maybe I'm an antisocial person. An antisocial person owning a YouTube channel and live streaming for audience. Yeah, that's a good combination. What the hell is this? Oh, I remember these two dinos. In 3.0, when BioWare tweaked the difficulty of the silver mobs way too high, these two killed me when I was leveling with Vulkk. I don't remember what level I was, probably about 56, 57, pretty much the similar level to the mobs, but I do remember they killed me, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. Yeah, I'm here. I'll pick it up. It's money after all. Oh, it's not money. It's trash money. Level 60 upgrades, and I forgot to do that. Maybe I'll do it offline before the next live show. Here in Bulgaria we have a national holiday next Tuesday, and for that I have a 4 days long weekend. I'm planning to fight very seriously back with Sony to try and release as many of my videos as I can possibly do that. I'm talking about the Force Unleashed videos. The game is so damn cool, it will be a total waste if I'm forced to replay it without sound, just so I can upload the videos. Please don't come to help me. This is story content and I absolutely don't require help. It will actually be ruining the experience. Rishi is designed for solo play And you don't need to bother with that. Thank you though for the offer. I appreciate your goodwill to help me. When I do the Flashpoint's next live stream, you're very welcome to join me if you have a character for them. I forgot that blowing this is actually not enough. You have to go around and click the damn thing.
It's away!
Hi, Vindy. Oh, it's here somewhere. Is it? There you are. And I need to go back to the previous tower and do the same. Every single time I do that part here, that mission, I forget to double click it. Okay, it hasn't respawned yet. Thanks, Naomi. I remembered about this. One more. Huh. Oh, nice. And the mobs didn't even see me. Even better. Oh, come on. I've never liked DPS operative and DPS counter, just because of the mechanics of the combat style. I've always loved healing as those, both PvP and PvE. But counter and operative is a little bit fun if you play it as the annoying person. You can annoy so many people, like stun them all the time, steal turrets, steal nods. It's a different kind of gameplay, especially compared to my main character. What alt you should start to matter to your style? What do you mean? If you enjoy stealths, then definitely go for Shadow or Assassin. The story is not bad for the Assassin. For the Shadow is a little bit on the boring side most of the time, but if you play Dark Side, it's a lot of fun. And it's again a stealth class. You can do almost the same things as a Shadow than you can do as a Operative or Smuggler. Was that the bonus or the main quest? Okay. Bonus, apparently. What am I doing then? Disable security terminals 3 and defeat slicers. Fine. Slicers are easy. And I've just remembered where these things are. I'm not bothering with the bonuses.
Mistake ever. I got connections.
I'm gonna ruin your connections very soon. What was his name? Commodore Margok. Oh, really? I don't remember that. They didn't allow me to slice this without killing the mob attached to it. That's nice.
Come find me.
Maybe I've never tried stunning it before. Oh, that's bonus. And that should be the last one. Time for a boss fight.
Security measures are down. Trouble is,
Yep.
so's the network. Margok must have
Confront the
shut it down.
guy with the big machine gun. Or something that looks like a machine gun. And he had a funky hat, I think. Do I get a hat from this quest? You guys remember? The pirate hat, I believe, was from this exact quest when I finish it. We'll see. Oh no. Apparently not. I already have it. That's how much attention I pay to the rewards I'm receiving. This is the wrong room. I know what you mean, don't worry. I'm a little bit older. Just a little bit. Shh, be quiet.
This is my ship. Think you could just walk on in and be left alive?
Yes, why not? Oh, he looks so badass. And knowing that this guy is gonna drop down in moments.
Come on!
Wow, he didn't drop in a moment.
You'll never take the Nova Blades!
Okay, 2 moments. Commodore Margok. I don't remember having an update for him. Probably I've just forgot it or always been skipping it. By and large, the galaxy's most notorious pirates become well known because they operate on the galactic stage. But most pirates do not seek this level of infamy, perfectly content to remain on their birth world, never daring to venture out among the stars. Such is the case with Commodore Dial Margok and the notorious Nova Blades. Okay, enough with this.
I'm in. There are dozens of comm logs in here, hundreds. Sent to people all over the galaxy. Coruscant, Drome...
You should have decided.
Return to Teron Shan, who is right here in this instance, yeah. Do you think that would grant me 61? A little bit too ambitious, probably. That's nearly half a level from just completing this quest. But why not? It's possible. Where were we? Here. This is the laggiest place in the game, I think. Lift your head up, look at all of these crazy buildings. The design of the Rishi Cove is outstanding. Unfortunately, the lag is just as unbearable. Hera, I'm nearing the end of the light show. You've missed it. You had a busy day?
I think seeing that smile...
Hey,
Oh, I've started
We don't know
flirting with
anything.
everything now, left and right, damn
This
it.
is going to...
Oh, that's the special bonus quest.
SWTOR, I'm glad to see you. Masters Bestros and Nostaral send their best. We miss your insight on the Jedi Council.
Master Satil, a lot has happened since we last spoke.
I've heard rumors, but I can't guarantee this channel is secure, so I'd rather you safeguard your secrets.
Ooh.
Just listen.
Classes.
The Jedi Council must do more than react to crises.
Well, it's good that you give priority to studying than gameplay and live streams.
The truths we've learned.
That's definitely the right choice.
Later generations. And few Jedi have seen or learned more than you.
Our understanding of the Eshkar, the Emperor's children, even the shielding...
Why so early though on Tuesday? Today is... what is it today? 1st of September. Why are you starting so early? Wow, that's surprising.
You've contributed to holocrons before, but we need a full archive of your history, your thoughts.
The Imperial Agent. I can't remember at the moment what was the Imperial Agent. I've liked Jedi Knight and the Smuggler one. For a change, a Smuggler mission that I've really enjoyed from the female Smuggler perspective.
To the Force. When you unlock the Noeticons on Coruscant,
yeah, I know that. Still though, I didn't know that you start so early.
Of Master Kutri Oa to seek you out. He's a prophet and a master of the holocron's craft. He wishes to aid you in the device's construction.
Yeah, I remember my school and high school start on 15 September always. They end in different dates though. Sometimes the early classes were finished in the end of May, then the beginning of June, then the end of June. But the beginning was always 15 September. I believe that's probably global European tradition, if you wish. And then university starts either in the very end of September or the very first days of October. Usually it's 20-something September. Right, so we're at the beginning of the special Bar Centaur's Legacy unique class quest. In this case, it's the Jedi Sage class quest on Rishi. We have 8 of those available. That was a big deal for BioWare. Unfortunately, some of the quests turned out to be very short. I've enjoyed all of them, and I believe I have recording of all of the classes. Or was I missing one? I think I've never done this with the Bounty Hunter. Well, never mind. If I'm missing something, I'll probably do it at some point. I'm ending the live show here tonight, guys. We still have the 2 flashpoints for Rishi. If you're interested to do them with me next time, live, be sure to have your characters ready. As high level as possible, as better gear as possible to make the run smoother. If I can't find a group with you, I'll probably run through them solo, or God forbid pug it, which will probably take a whole flashpoint for the whole next live show. This is the end of day 8. I wish you a very good weekend, because currently I have no plans for new videos. Hopefully tomorrow or maybe on Saturday I will release the early access for my SWTOR video, which have been under works for over an year now. Because I pushed the project too far in the back, and at some point I've actually just cancelled it. But then I've decided to return to it. It's gonna be a 6-ish video about SWTOR and history. Of course, legends now, because there is no lore currently about Ziost, or as they call it in the Force Unleashed, Ziost. That's how I called it by myself the first time I saw the name in a comic book. Bye bye guys, see you next time. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to throw in your like on the live stream, because it will persist when I publish the video, so you don't have to do it then. And we're done for today.